Thou shalt have a fishy on a little dishy. Thou shalt have a fishy when the blot comes in. Right. Oh yes, Mandingos, welcome back to the Blot Outdoor Show, and thank you for joining me on another Wednesday night wild camp. Today I'm going to do a camp, something a little bit different on the Blot Outdoor Show, like a remote riverside location, and I'm going to try a little bit catch and cook. Yes, totally out of my comfort zone. I need to catch a nice little fishy or my supper tonight is going to be shite. You better believe it. That's where I'm stopping on holiday. Oh, there's the beautiful Mrs. Blot with a sexy butt waving. Lyne View log cabin, and it's the River Lyne that I'm going to be camping next to. Luckily, I've got an amazing wife, Mrs. Blot, and she's given me permission to go off and do a nice little cheeky wild camp, even though we'll be on holiday together. She's probably glad to get rid of us for a few hours. She'll be thinking, right, yes, I don't have to see the Mandingo till Insey Morgan, if you know what I'm talking about. Well, I'll give you a quick look down at the river, folks. Not very fast flowing, which is going to be ideal for me, because when I get in the river, I'm going to do a little bit tickling. Yes, I've got no fishing rod or anything like that, but if you guys do a bit fishing, you know what tickling is. A good friend of mine showed me how to do that years and years ago. I only watched, I didn't take part, but I've got a good memory. I'll tell you more about that later on when we get to the camping spot. Anyway, let's get going, Mandingos. Get going. Get your words out. Let's get going, Mandingos. I'll see you when we get there. Let's get some beers drunk. Oh, I've got a nice bottle of Japanese whiskey as well, so stick around for the world famous whiskey review. How then? Here we go. Right. Oh. So here we are, folks, at my camping spot for tonight. It's a little bit bogged down, but that'll not stop this Mandingo. I've camped in miles worse places. Oh yes. Absolutely spot on. Come on. This is what I'm talking about, guys. And this is where it's at. You know what I'm talking about. Okay then. Let's get the Baghdad off the old Buckaroo and get set up. Rice. Right folks, so this is where I'm going to put the tent, down here. It's a little bit more boggy down there, but I think I'll bring my seat over here and put my seat just down there. Just, there's something about the sound, isn't there, of water and nature, so why I'm deep. You know what I mean? Yeah, but you know what I'm trying to say. Sit down there, the nice sound of the water, a few beers, a few shots of whiskey, have a bit crack on, you absolute legends. That looks ideal location as well for doing a bit tickling, which I will certainly tell you more about later. But I want to get this tent up because there's a few little spots of rain in the air. Knowing my luck, it'll start lashing down soon, so yeah, I'll bring you back when the tent's up. Oh yes, Mandingos. Time for a nice Candingo. That certainly is the plan dingo. Cheers. Well, the tent's up. I'll show you all my shit soon. I know it's red and my seat's red and it doesn't really blend in with the countryside, but that's just the way it goes, Mandingos. I'm colourblind anyway, so it makes no difference to me, if you know what I'm talking about. People always comment, they're not being nasty, it's people just being nice, and they'll say, you're standing out like a sore thumb, Mandingo, with that red tent. Or, you know, you're going to get caught, you're going to get spotted in the red tent, in the red seat. But I only use the red tent for wild camping. And when I'm wild camping, I'm not bothered at all about getting caught. That's not what it's about, guys. When I'm stealth camping and I'm hiding behind a police station or a roundabout, or, you know, I shouldn't be in that location and it's a bit dodgy, I'm going to get moved on. Then I use my old battered and bruised Van Gogh Orion green tent. And then I've got like me Alp Kid bivvy as well. But when I do the wild camping, I use this, my Berghaus Cairngorm, the old Berghaus, so good they named it twice. In my opinion, it's not a bad idea to be in a tent of that colour or another bright colour, because if you're out camping by yourself, say for example you're high up in the hills and you have an accident and you need to be rescued, because these things do happen, you're going to be better off in a tent of that colour, easily for a search party to locate you. So there you go, Mandingos. You know, it's not just about drinking and talking shite on this channel. I'll give you a bit of knowledge as well. Nah, it's not. It is about drinking and talking shite. Right, Mandingos, it's now 6:10. What time does it stop light to now? About 8 o'clock, something like that. So I've only got like 2 hours of light left, and I need to catch a little fisheroonie, or I am having a shit supper tonight. I've got snacks not there, so it's not like I'm not making out it's I've got to catch something or I'm going to starve to death, you know, like what some of these YouTubers do. But I'm going to finish my can. When I bring it back, I'll show you all my shit, show you me setup, and then we'll get down there and we'll do a little bit tickling. Tickle, tickle. Right. Alrighty, my fansexuals, time to show you my setup for tonight. As you can see, I'm drinking the old coronavirus. We'll put that down there. I did have 4 cans, I've drunk one, and I'm on my second one now. And as you already know, I'm in the Berghaus Cairngorm 2-man tent, and a good feature of this tent is it's got like a ground sheet that pulls out, it rolls up to there, but when you're on dodgy ground like this, and it's a bit bogged down, the old Jodie Marsh, the old Denise Squelch, you can pull her out, and that gives me a nice little spot. I might want to sit down there, I might start spitting on the rain, the old Wayne Rooney, so I can just get in there. Oh yes, fantastic, have a can, and this is what I'll be sitting looking out to from inside the tent. Spotty dog, you cannot complain, guys. Right, how then? Time to show you my shit. I've just knocked me tin of gas over there. Right, so all I've brought for my main meal is this. I just went to the shop earlier on and got mixed vegetables, bird's eye mixed vegetables, peas, carrots and sweet corn. The old corn on me knob. Amazing. Aye. So I'm hoping for a nice little flisheroony, a nice bit of trout. Yes, I've been talking to a couple of the locals and they've said there is plenty of trout around here, but whether I'm going to catch one, it's probably about 99% going to end up in failure, but I'll give it a go. That's what it's all about, guys, isn't it? I'll give it a bash. So yes, I'm hoping for a nice little bit of flish to go with me mixed veg. For my snackaroonies, I've got some Milano salami, Brown's Biltong, link in the description for that, guys. Click the link, that'll take you through to Brown's website. I've got a sausage roll from Greg's, left over off yesterday. I'm not bothered about that. I'll do some munching Gladbach and a stale sausage roll. I've got some Haribo's, snakearoonies, sour snakes, and I've got some Scampi Fry crisps. Oh yes, smelly ma. You know what I'm talking about, guys. Inside the tent, I've got the foil mat down. I bought like a double one, so it covers the full area of the bottom of the tent. I've got my Unigate air mat once again. I've got my 4-season OEX sleeping bag. Baghdad's there in the bottom with my chargers in, like me wires and power banks. Dry clothes for later. Warm dry clothes, I should say it. Down jackets, heated gloves. Yes, we'll have a bit cracking about these later on, guys. I've got these new heated gloves. Don't think I've mentioned them before. Why I'm some Ricky Gervais. Anything else? Yes, me hat and pillar and that's in there. Alrighty, mandingos. Yes, that's it. That's my setup for tonight. Let's get this can down. Let's get this can down the hatch. And let's catch a nice little flisheroony. Tricycles. I'll pick that up. One thing I forgot to show you guys, the whisky that's been kindly given to me from a couple of legends by the name of Alex and James. Cheers, mandingos, I very much appreciate it. I will certainly ding dang do a world famous review later on. Nika or Nika, Japanese coffee grain whisky. I'll call it Nika. Nika sounds nicer than Nika, doesn't it? Oh yes, 45%. Nika coffee grain whisky from Japan. Oh yes. And in the famous words of Mr. Miyagi, man who catch fly with chopstick accomplish anything. You better believe he did. Rice.
Hey, mate. Hey, mate. Ah, yeah. Sells your jawbone. Jawbone.
Here we go, my fan sexualities. Time to make my way down to the edge of the River Lyne and try and catch me a nice little fish, trout or whatever for my supper for tonight. Pardonski. I was telling you earlier on, wasn't I, about tickling and what it means and how I learnt it. God, it was a long time ago. It was that long ago, I can't even remember how long it was. But years and years ago, I mean I'm 46 now, so put it this way, it was a long time ago. I was working away, I think it was like down Derbyshire, with a group of lads, great lads. We were renovating this old run-down mansion, and we were converting it into like an old people's home, like a retirement home. And one of the lads, Oz, who I was working with, he showed us. I mean, they were all great lads, you know. It was the best times ever. Me, Oz, Neville, Dennis, he was the gaffer. You had Moxie from Liverpool, Big Bomber, the Bombardier from Bristol, Barry, it was a bit boring like, but nice lad, Barry from Birmingham, Wayne, proper ladies man name like, Wayne from London, nice cockney lad. But me, Oz and Barry, we were out one day and we found ourselves down by the edge of some river, just like this. I don't know what the river was called, it was that long ago. But Oz was telling us how, when he was younger, he used to go fishing. And he used to catch the fish by tickling. So me and Barry were like, tickling, what the hell's that? So he got in and he showed us. So we knew there was fish in that river, trout. And I know what it is because when I haven't been recording, I've seen some kicking about. Do you know what I'm talking about, man, dingoes? So getting in the water, you've got to play the waiting game, the patient game. No good for you if you've got a bad back. And you've got your both hands in the water. And that's where you get the tickling from, guys. You're just waiting for that right moment to grab the little flisheroonie. You can't be hasty. You can't make any sudden movements. Because if you go too quick, they're off. And this man dingo is not going to get a fish supper. But Oz knew exactly what he was doing. I just stood watching him because I've never been into fishing. I've never been fishing in my life. That's my only experience of fishing. Watching my mate Oz. But he showed us, and his plan worked to perfection. He stood there, and he wasn't even there that long. I'm probably going to be here an hour, and then I'm going to say, that's it, I've had enough. But he basically got in the water, and he was down like that, with his hands in, playing the waiting game, nice and patient, and he just waited for the right moment, just like tickling the fish. One exactly went between his two hands, and he grabbed it. He grabbed the fish. Me and Barry couldn't believe it. You know what I mean? Anyway, the story gets a bit dodgy after that. All of a sudden we heard, "Oi, what you doing there?" We turned round. It was only the bloody gamekeeper, wasn't it? We nearly shit ourselves. We legged it straight into Barry's little van, and we took off. We pulled into some like little village down the road. We had to hide out in a cafe. We went in the cafe. We had a cup of tea. But good times. Good times. I miss the lads. But anyway, I'm going to get down there now. In fact, let's get down now, because I think I've got less than an hour left of light, and I don't want to be standing down there when it's pitch black. So I'll bring you legends back when I'm down in the River Lyne, doing a bit of tickling, trying to catch my fish up there. Ricey girls. Nice little bit of fake drinking on the Block Outdoor Show. Nika coffee grain Japanese whiskey. Very nice. Remember, stick around for the world famous whiskey review later on. I'm just having a little break. About 25 minutes I was down there. No luck at all. I could see them. I could see the little buggers. But they're not daft. I was being as quiet as I can be. I wasn't plodging around in the water. I wasn't talking or anything, you know, I wasn't looking to you guys and talking to the camera. But they just wouldn't come anywhere near us. I think one came as close as about 4 foot away, 4 feet away. And if I'd have tried to grabbed it, I wouldn't have gotten it. And that would have been it. They'd have been off. So I think there might be a better spot down here. See, just down there, Mandingos. So I'm just having a cheeky little whiskey, a nice little chest warmer. Not that it's cold. You can tell spring is here, Mandingos. It's getting warmer. I don't think I'll need them heated gloves tonight, which is nice. But I am having a nice little cheeky chest warmer just for 5 minutes. 5 little Winnie Mandelas. And then I'm going to go down there and I'll give it a bash in another spot. It's a bit quieter down there. You've got like the little rapids thing going on there. I don't know if that's scaring the fish away, but there was some around. We'll see. We'll go down there in a few Neil Sedakas and I'll be fishing with Winnie Mandela and Neil Sedaka. You better believe I will. Right. More fake drinking. I can feel the trout 3 times now. 3 times it's touched the outside of my hand. I've been here about 15-20 minutes and my back is killing. I'm going to give it another 5 minutes, 10 minutes max, and then I'm going to call it a day. So, right. I need to keep the noise down. I've probably already scared them away talking to you, but let's give it a bash. I'm actually touching one now. Got it! I've got something! I've got my net. Oh yes! First time fishing. And I've caught something. I haven't got a clue where it is, guys. Like I said, I'm no expert on fish. I don't know if it's trout or what, but it looks like a nice little piece. Oh yes! I will get that in the pansexual with some mixed veg. I am having a meal fit for a mandingo tonight. Come on! Sell us your jawbone. You know what makes sense, mandingos. I am having a nice fish supper tonight. Right, so let's get back up and let's get rid of the can of coronavirus. Right. Well, that was a stroke of luck, folks. It must be beginner's luck, as they say in the south of France. But aye, nice supper for me tonight. I'm just sitting chilling now. I've got this left. Oh, I didn't realise. I've got another candingo of coronavirus left. I've got me whiskey. Oh yes, me Japanese Nika coffee, what's it called? Coffee grain whiskey. Oh yes, this is going to be a good review coming up later on. Cheers guys. Oh, does it get any better than this? Sitting here by myself in a remote riverside location, catching cook. Wasn't expecting to get anything, got lucky. You know what I'm talking about, Mandingos. Oh yes, you better believe it. Oh, this is the life of the Mandingo. You know what I'm talking about. Alrighty, my fandingos, I'm on my last can of Corona now, and I'm just going to sit and chill out for a good hour and a half. I'm going to get the old camaraderie on charge, get the old power bank plugged into it. I'm going to sit down, enjoy this, a couple of shots of Japanese whiskey while I do no recording. You know what I'm talking about, guys. I love coming out and doing these camps, and it's fantastic when I'm recording and I'm having a bit crack on with you legends, but sometimes you just need to put the camera down for a good hour and a half and enjoy it for myself, because that's what I'm doing. I'm camping, I'm out in the great outdoors. It's not all about making a video, but I do enjoy doing that. You guys know that, and I enjoy drinking a few of these as well. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Get the camera on charge, have a beer, have a couple of whiskies. When I bring you legends back, it'll be pitch black. We'll talk some more shite, maybe answer a couple of questions, do a world famous whiskey review, cook some fish, the old fisheroony that I've caught down in the River Lyne. Oh yes, you better believe I did. Okay, the Mandingos, I'm going to enjoy this, and I'll bring you back in a few Winnie Mandelas. Right. Oh yes, my fandingos, I have just been sitting chilling out for a good 2 hours. I've had the camaraderie on charge. It is on 100% and now fully charged up. Yes, first of all, I was just sitting on the old red seat, and then I thought, I'll tell you what, let's get inside the tent and do some editing, because it's like Tuesday night now for me. You're watching this now. If you're watching it as soon as it's gone on YouTube, you're watching it on a Wednesday night. So I've got all the editing to do. You know, it takes a bit of time. So I thought, I lie down, chill out, rather than watching some random shite on my phone like I normally do on YouTube, or sometimes I've got a movie saved. Do some editing. So I'm totally up to where I need to be. Like, as I'm talking to you now, I've got this video edited right up until that point before I've pressed record on the old camaraderie. So that's great, because I mean, I'm away on holiday. I'm away on holiday at the minute with Mrs. Blott, my son Preston, Dennis the dog dingo and his 2 sons. I always forget the names. Dennis the dog dingo and his 2 sons, Denzel and Ernest Shackleton, Ernie for short. But now, what a fantastic spot, absolutely tremendous. This just shows you that you don't have to be hiking up serious mountains to get the fantastic camping spot. Don't get me wrong, guys, that's my favourite thing, so I'm not knocking that. Getting up high in the hills, in the fells and the mountains of the Lake District and Northumberland, and later on, just in a few months' time, I'm going to be going to Bonnie, Scotland. That's my kind of thing. That is what I love. But look at this, man. Down on ground level, right next to a lake. Absolutely tremendous. The sound of the water, the taste of the whiskey. You know what I'm talking about. You cannot whack it. You cannot whack it, as they say in the gay bars of San Francisco. You better believe that's what they say there, guys. Anyway, while we're here, while we're having the whiskey, oh, I need to keep some of this. I'm getting carried away. There's not much left. I need to keep some for the world famous review. I might as well answer a little question. Pass a few little Winnie Mandelas away. I love having a bit crack on with you legends. The question is, what is the jawbone thing all about?
Jawbone. Hey, mate. Oh, yeah. Sell us your jawbone.
What's it all about? Like, what the friggin' hell is shouting about jawbones got to do with a camping channel? This is supposed to be like a serious professional wild camping, stealth camping channel, you know? I think you know by now it's not that like, but what's it all about? It all goes back to work, to the factory where I worked at, guys. Let me get another drink of this first. It's just a bit harmless banter. One of the lads at work split up with his wife, and he met some other bird online, you know, and he's over the moon, you know, he's met some bird, which is fair enough. And then, as you do, you see photographs on Facebook and things like that. She's only got a jawbone like Quagmire, you know, Quagmire off Family Guy. Giggity, giggity, giggity. Do you know what I mean? Jawbone. So, lads being lads in a factory, I didn't start it, by the way, so I don't think I'm a bully or anything, but you know, it's lads, we're in a factory, that's the crack. So he works through the other end to where I work. I don't work there now, I'm very fortunate. But if he'd walk through our end, as soon as he'd walk through, Cowboy Chris, Little Schmick, or my best friend in the factory, Robbie Bird, the Birdman from Brazil, if they spotted him, jawbone, jawbone. Soon as one person spotted him and shouted jawbone, everyone else, jawbone.
Hey, mate. Sell us your lass's jawbone. Why it's knee size.
Do you know what I mean? It's brutal, isn't it? It's brutal. It's proper like football changing room crack. It's brutal. But that's the way it is. We all used to rip the shit out of each other. And if you cannot take it, oh God, that's just the way it goes, man, dingoes. But it's all done in banter. There's nothing, you know, there's nothing nasty about it. Everyone knows it's just good crack. But every time he'd walk past,
Jawbone. Hey, mate. Sell us your lass's jawbone. Why it's knee size.
How I brought that into the camping videos, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I see a sheep, just a random sheep.
Hey, mate. Sell us your jawbone.
I haven't got a clue how I've started talking about the old jawbone-ski in the videos. But that's the answer to that question, guys. People have been saying for weeks and weeks and weeks, what the friggin' hell is jawbone got to do with camping? What does it mean? What's it all about? There's the answer. Some poor bugger at work, his girlfriend's got a massive jawbone.
You complete bastard, yeah. Ooh. Do you know what I mean? So, jawbone. That's the answer to that question, guys. Cheers. Rice.
Man, it's the glove of self-love. Oh, yeah, Mason.
Oh yes, Mandingos, you know what time it is, Wasky time. And this is what we've got this week. Nika, coffee grain, Japanese Wasky. Kindly given to me from a couple of legends by the name of Alex and James. Cheers, my man friend Dingoes. It is very much appreciated. As usual, on the Blot Outdoor Show, there isn't much left when it comes to the Wasky review. Oh, it's just been getting a little bit chilly the last few Winnie Mandelas. It's been quite mild all night, but I've got my nice warm jacket on in my Russian hat. Let's get the old famous cup dingoes, Mandingos. Here we go. Oh yes. Oh yes. As you can see, there's not much left. But that is just the way it goes, guys, on my low budget channel. Anyway, let's get the old schneck around here. Oh, it's like a fruity pear smell about that, guys. Maybe a little bit licorice. I like a nice little bit of licorice, so that's nice for me. There may be a little bit of coconut in there. But definite pear. There's no doubt about it. There's no snout about that, guys. No doubt about that. Oh yes. There is like a nice licorice snifferoonie coming through. And I love a bit of licorice. Anyway, that's enough of the sniffing. Let's get on with the tasting. Ricicles. Quite smooth, quite silky, very nice. I'm always a bit skeptical when I try these Japanese Waskies, even the Welsh ones. You know, you're thinking, it's not Scotch, it's not Irish. You know, the American ones is quite good, the bourbons and that, you know. That is really nice, really, really nice. 45% as well. Here we go. Oh, I said pear in the old snifferoonie up the old Nostradamus. A massive pear taste came through there. Sometimes you can get a bit confused.com. You think, is it pears, is it apples, or is it? That is a definite strong pear taste, no doubt about it. No oak. I know you're waiting for us to say oak. Oak. He's going to say oak. No, there's no oak in there. A strong, fruity pear taste with licorice. There's not loads coming through, I've got to be honest, but it's, for some reason, it's just really, really enjoyable. It's smooth, it's silky. It's not harsh in the slightest at all. That licorice, I've got a tiny little snifferoonie of the licorice when I had the old snifferoonie test.
But I'm getting like a... Yeah. Oh, after the fourth taste there, a strong licorice flavour mixed in with the pears. Nice and smooth, delicate, fresh, very fresh in the old mouth dingo, mandingos. Cheers. Do you know what it is? I'm gonna be honest. I never claimed to be a whiskey expert. Nika, Japanese whiskey. Oh, spillage, the old spillage, Nicki Minaj. What the hell am I talking about? Do you know what it is? It's easy sipping, quality. Oh, now, after a few tastes, it's like a nice toffee, syrup, sweet, syrupy, toffee, licorice with a pear flavour. Oh, just as I was talking shite there and I tasted it, the flavour just boom, just here is. Do you know what I mean? Boom. You know what I mean? Oh yes, very nice indeed. Down the hatch tickles. Oh, ah. Very nice indeed. And nice. Oh. Woo! I tell you what, I will certainly buy that again in the future. Really, really nice. Once again, a massive thank you to Alex and James for that. Nika, coffee grain, Japanese whiskey. As you've heard, guys, a few different flavours and snifferoonies coming through. I'm going to give that, oh, I really enjoyed it. I'm going to give it a nice big fat steady 9, straight as a die. 9 out of 10 dingo mandingos. Oh yes, you better believe I am. You know what I'm talking about. This is serious wild camping. Right. Oh. Flesh is done. Let's get some veg on there. Peas, carrots and sweet corn. Oh yes. It is certainly a meal fit for a mandingo. Rice. Oh yes. My fan sexualities. Here we go. The flesh was just totally falling apart. So there you go, guys. We've got whatever flesh that was I caught from the river Lyne. Peas, carrots, sweet corn. And let's go for it. Oh. Wow. Oh my God. How good is that? You think when you're getting the stuff bought from the supermarket, It's fresh. And don't get me wrong, it does taste nice. Even if you get from the local fishmongers. But when you've just caught it fresh like what I've done there, oh, it's next level up. You can honestly taste the difference straight away. Oh my goodness. That is to die for. Oh. Very nice indeed. Oh, there's green beans in there as well. I thought it was just peas, carrots and sweet corn, but there's green beans in there as well. Well, Mandingo, this is certainly a meal fit for a Mandingo. This is sorting me right out before I go to sleep. Because that's what I'm going to do soon, Mandingos. After I finish this, I'm going to get an early night and try and get to sleep before midnight. That is very rare on the Blotted Dog Show, but as I've already said, I'm on holiday at the minute with Mrs. Blot, with a sexy bot, and my son Preston. And tomorrow morning we're going to go out for the day. Not totally sure where we're going. I'm thinking now we might drive up there, Keel the Water or something like that. Yeah, not too far away. We'll have a walk around Keel the Water. Tremendous, guys. Oh, yes. You can tell from the taste and the flavour that that fish was literally just swimming around a couple of hours ago. You can't get fresher than that, as they say, in the deepest forests of the Congo. Wow. Okay, folks. I'm going to finish the rest of this off. And I'll bring you legends back. When it's time to say bonjour and good night, Vienna. Right. Alrighty, my Paldingos. Hiccups. The food was a bit dry, but but it was very nice and tasty. Before I've got the hiccups. It is 12:30 at night. My fancy. Sorry, guys. 12:30 at night. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not smash burgered. I've had a few whiskies. I've had 4 cans of coronavirus. I've had a nice piece of fresh fish Oh yes, caught down in the river Lyne. You better believe I have, man, Dingoes. What a fantastic camp this has been. Oh, I can't shake these hiccups off. But I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get some shut-eye now. So I'm going to say bonjour and good night, Vienna. You better believe I am. And I will see you absolute legends first thing in the morning at coffee time. In my bag I've got a coffee there. Oh, I tell you what I've got as well. I've got a nice blueberry muffin. Haha, yes. Nice coffee. Blueberry muffin. See you in the morning. You better believe I will. Come on, guys, because I are absolutely smash burgered. I'm going out tomorrow with Mrs. Block with a sexy boss and my son Preston. I think we're going to go to Kayla Water for a day out. See you in the morning, guys. I love each and every one of you. You better believe I do. And you know that I caught a nice little fish in the lake with some tickling. Tickle, tickle, right.
Good morning, Mandingos. I've overslept. 10:15. I have had an absolutely fantastic sleep. It's been lashing down like all through the night, all night long. In the famous words of Lionel Blair. I'm not looking forward to putting the tent away and getting soaking wet, but that's just the way it goes, pet. You know what I'm talking about. I'm going to make a cuppa soon. I've got one of these. It's one of them Boost strawberry flavour tea bags, supposed to give you like an energy boost. I'll have that, and I've got a blueberry muffin. I'm not going to cook anything because when I get back I'll be getting a quick shower, and me and Mrs. Blott and my son Preston will be going out somewhere. It's lashing down, but you know, get your waterproof jackets on, you know what I mean? It's only a bit Wayne Wooney isn't going to hurt yet. Okay, the Mandingos, let's get this cuppa on. Get myself a nice hot drink. Rice. Ooh, more tea, Vicar. So there we go, folks. That's me all packed away. Baghdad and bin diesel. I would like to say leave no trace, but you can see where I've had the tent. But that's now, it's just a bit mud. I've left no rubbish. I found a couple of old beer bottles down there, so I've stuck them in the old bin diesel. Now it's time to get out of Dodge City. How are the Mandingos? Let's get going. I'll bring you back on the trail mix. Right. There we go, folks. The log cabin is in sight. Mrs. Blott with a sexy bot is sitting out on the decking. That's it, Mandingos. That's the end of this week's Wednesday night wild camping video. Hope you've enjoyed it. I've had an absolutely fantastic time as usual. If you have liked it, guys, please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment. I do read everyone and I'll try and get back to as many people as possible. That's it then, my Dingos. Please join me on Friday night for another takeaway review, and on Sunday for another serious stealth camp. You know what I'm talking about, and you know it makes complete and utter total sense. Right.
Oh, matron.
You know, it's make total sense, mate. Very nice.